You're joking, aren't you? It's the Teesside Chef.
Simple and quick, tasty one-pot pasta bolognese recipe, and this one is dedicated to the fellas really, because if you live with a woman, you'll know that less washing up is best. As in my experience at least, women can't load dishwashers properly. I'm just starting off finely chopping a medium onion and grating a medium carrot, and don't get me wrong, women are great at lots of things, and in a totally non-patronising way, I absolutely advocate women's rights and whatnot, but what is it with loading dishwashers, ladies? Is there some congenital defect that you have, or do you just pretend you can't do it so that we men have to do it? Or maybe I've got this all wrong, because I only have anecdotal evidence for my half-baked theories and might be coming off a bit sexist, which is not my intention at all, so please be sure to share your opinions on this relationship hot potato in the comments below. But anyway, more on that later. I've just cooked this onion and carrot for a few minutes in some oil, and now I'm going to go in with 4 to 6 cloves of garlic, and I like to go in heavy with the garlic, but it's up to you, I suppose. We do need bold flavours in this sauce, as we won't have the time to cook it down and intensify the flavours. So instead of just using mince meat, I've included a chorizo sausage in here, and any fatty, flavourful sausage will work wonders. So I have 200 grams of mincemeat, and I'm going to rip this sausage up by hand and throw it straight in. And we're not even going to fully cook the meat before firing our other ingredients in, because time is very much of the essence here. So quick as you can, boys and girls, with a tablespoon of tomato puree. Don't let the grass grow under your feet. Now add a tablespoon of Worcester sauce or soy sauce, along with a teaspoon of mustard. And here come the dry herbs, and you'll need around 4 teaspoons of herbs in total. I've gone with a teaspoon each of dried oregano, parsley, basil and thyme here, but you can mix it up if you like to suit your tastes, along with a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of pepper, and some optional chili flakes, and I didn't need too many, as my chorizo sausage has a bit of heat in it. But again, you know how much chili you like in your sauces, or not. So we need tomatoes, of course, and rather than tinned tomatoes, I'm using passata here, because that seems to work better with one-pot pasta bolognese recipes, and I have 500 grams going in now, and around 300 millilitres of any kind of stock you like. And rather than add sugar for sweetness, I'm adding around 50 millilitres of grape juice for a bolder, fruitier flavour. And as you can see, we now have a very loose bolognese sauce. But don't worry everyone, because our pasta is going to soak up a lot of that liquid. And here comes the pasta now, 200 grams of dried pasta. And this one-pot pasta recipe here will comfortably feed 2 people. It's perhaps best to use a quicker cooking pasta, and I have some quick cooking spaghettini here. And it's also a good idea to break it in half to facilitate an even cook. And I'm being particularly vigilant to make sure the pasta's not sticking together and that it's eventually fully covered by the sauce as we put the lid on and begin to simmer. And I think with a steady simmer, you should anticipate the pasta being fully cooked after about double the time on the pasta packet. But do check it about halfway through to make sure you know where you are with it, because I might be lying to you. And if your pan looks a little dry, don't be scared to add a little more stock. And where did we end up with the women-men dishwasher argument? I have strong views on it based on years of frustration and discombobulation, but I'm happy to hear all sides of this particular debate, especially from the ladies watching. But anyway, a quick taste test tells me I need an extra pinch of salt, and the end is always the best time for fresh herbs. Parsley and basil are good here. And that's it. One-pot pasta bolognese in no time at all. And once again, I would like to reiterate that this recipe is especially for all you long-suffering fellas who are just one badly stacked dishwasher away from a massive coronary. Don't let it get to you, lads. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Ta-ra.